Paul looked straight at this Herod and said, "My brothers, I have fulfilled my..." Oh, no, wrong. "My brothers, I have
My brothers, I have fulfilled my duty to God in all good conscience to this day."
Anthus, the priest Ananias, ordered those standing near Paul to strike him on the mouth. "Strike me. Hit me. Ah, my face. How God will strike you, you whitewashed wall. You sit there to judge me according to the law, let you yourself violate the law by commanding that I be struck." Those who were standing near Paul said, "How dare you insult God's high priest?" Paul replied, "Brothers, I did not realize that he was a high priest. For it is written, 'Do not speak evil about the ruler of your people.'" Then Paul, knowing that some of them were Sadducees and other Pharisees, called out in Sennacherib, "My brothers, I am Pharisee, descended from Pharisees. I stand on trial because of the hope of the resurrection of the dead." When he said this, a dispute broke out between the priests. Yuli start arguing. Leo start argue. Yuli argue with Leo. Argue with Leo about him not be about death, the death of the resurrection. This is the worst trial I've ever seen. That's how you argue? Okay, that's enough arguing. There was a great uproar, and some of the teachers of the law who were Pharisees stood up and argued vigorously. "We find nothing wrong with this man," they said. "What if a spirit or an angel has spoken to him?" The dispute became so violent that the commander was afraid Paul would be torn to pieces. The dispute. He ordered the troops to go and take him away from them and forced him to bring him into the barracks. The following night the Lord stood near Paul. "Okay, take me to the barracks."
Whitewash wall. Get in here.
What a day. I'm gonna get some work. Okay, no. I'm not looking at that.
These guys are speaking on the floor.
The following night the Lord stood near Paul and said, "Take courage. As you have testified about me in Jerusalem, you must also testify in Rome." The plot to kill Paul. Yo! Next morning, some Jews formed a conspiracy and bound themselves with an oath to not eat or drink until they had killed Paul. More than 40 men were involved in this plot. They went to the chief priests and elders and said, "We have taken a solemn oath to not eat anything until we have killed Paul. Now then, you and Sennacherib petitioned to the commander to bring him before you on the pretext of wanting more accurate information about his case. We are ready to kill him before he gets here." But the son of Paul's sister heard of this plot. He went into the barracks and told Paul. Then Paul called one of the centurions. "Take this young man to the commander. He has something to tell him." So he took him. The centurion said, "Paul, this prisoner sent for me and asked me to bring this young man to you because he has something to tell you." The commander took the young man aside. The hand drew him aside and asked, "What is it you want me to tell me?" He said, "Some Jews have agreed to ask you to bring Paul before Sennacherib tomorrow on the pretext of wanting more accurate information about him. Do not give it to them, because more than 40 of them are waiting in ambush for me. They will have taken an oath to not eat or drink until they have killed him. They are ready now, waiting for your consent to their request." The commander dismissed the young man this morning. "Don't tell anyone that you have reported this to me." And he ordered 2 of the centurions under them, "Get ready a detachment of 200 soldiers, 70 horsemen, and 200 spearmen to go to Caesarea at 9 tonight. Provide horses for Paul that he may be taken safely to Governor Felix. He wrote a letter as follows. Caladius Lysis, to his excellent governor. This man has been seized by the Jews, and they were about to kill him. I had come, and my troop had rescued for him, for I had been learned that he is a Roman citizen. I wanted to know why they were accusing him, so I brought him to their Sanhedrin. I found the accusations had to do with questions about their law, but there was no charge against him that deserved death or imprisonment. When I was informed of a plot to be carried out against the man, I sent to you at once. I also ordered his accusers to present to you their case against him. So the soldiers, crying out their orders, took Paul and brought him to the night and brought him as far as Tarsus. Next day, when the cavalry arrived, they delivered him. The governor read their letter and asked what province he was from. Learning that he was from Sicily, he said, I will hear your case, then your accusers get here. And he ordered that Paul be kept under guard in Herod's palace. Dang. They protected this guy like he was a president.